All right, can you hear me right here or no? Not well? Okay. How about there? All right. Let's call them. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. My name is Justin Reamer-Thamert. I'm the director for the New Mexico Faith Coalition for Immigrant Justice. We want to thank you for taking the time to be here today. This has been an extremely long struggle. Over 2 years ago, I had received a call and showed up outside of Rebecca Kitson's office, Kadhim's lawyer. And Marion, one of the volunteers who many of you know, came with us. And that is where we met Kadhim. Kadhim had been followed by ICE, and that was the moment when we talked about and decided that sanctuary was needed. So I'm very honored to be here today. It has been an extremely long struggle. I'm not going to say a lot of words. I'm going to turn the mic over, but thank you all for being here. So we're going to be hearing from first Rebecca Kitson, the immigration lawyer. Then we'll hear from Kadhim, his daughter Courtney, and his wife Riham, and then we will hear from Monique Salhab. So thank you, and come on up.
Good afternoon, everyone. So just to recap a little bit, just as Justin was saying, it was actually 2 years ago to this day that Kadhim entered sanctuary. He had a final order of removal that had been entered against him in 2006. The Department of Homeland Security at that time was moving forward with attempting to remove Kadhim in spite of his ongoing and active service to the U.S. military. It was only in 2017 where they were really looking at executing that removal order. When Kadhim entered sanctuary, his case really ramped up. However, it took the government a long time to process his case. We were able to secure approval of preliminary petitions within about a year, and after that, we filed a formal motion to reopen with the Board of Immigration Appeals last year. Just this month, we received word that that motion to reopen has been granted and the removal order has been vacated. So Kadhim is now free to leave sanctuary. One thing that I've learned is that this type of effort can only take place with immense community support and tireless efforts, countless hours of support. There have been people that have accompanied Kadhim every single day during this entire trial of time. He's made immense sacrifices, so has his family. Our legal team involved staff that worked with me as well. So it really takes a village to be able to do this. The greater community of the Hamama class members and the ACLU of Michigan were also really instrumental in this. They are a wonderful and tireless group of advocates. And I just hope that this brings light into the heart of those that are still in sanctuary, knowing that the fight continues and that sometimes you win. So now we're going to hear from the man of the hour, Mr. Kadhim Abu Muhammad himself.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Before I came in here, I have a lot of things to say. Now I don't have nothing to say. Just I say I love you guys. Like 2 years. It's 2 years like a small word. But if you count it, like 737 days and 12 hours, 14 hours. It is hard to me. I fight in this all these days. I fight with myself, with my emotional, with my heart, with my very body. When I go outside, I say, probably I give up. I will turn myself to ice. I just got tired. When I go upstairs and I see that volunteers over there, you wasting time, you know, I don't want to put these people like behind me. When they ask me, how are you doing, Kadhim? I say, I'm doing good. I'm changed my mind. But sometimes I be crying. I put my head under this pillow and screaming really, really loud. When sometimes you be waiting, I live in limbo. I don't know. I believe in the century for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. I don't know. It's hard time to me. But when I see you guys, you give me very hope. You let me, I keep doing it every day, more and more and more, until this moment. And really, I appreciate the God first time. Thank you, God. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, the church, meeting house. Thank you, Marianne, Justin, her sister, Deborah, Debbie, Alan, lot of names, you know, lot names, lot of faces. Yes, I'm happy in this moment, and same this moment, I'm sad. Probably never I see the another faces again, or I see you, it make me sad. I wish I'd be with you all time. Trust me, I don't like to go home. I just want to keep doing it in Century. That is my house. Honestly, that is the truth. Because I'm scared to go home, because everything is be changed. I don't know. But here I know everything. I know any doors. I count the... Yeah, honestly, I count all the chairs, you know, like I have everything. I know the doors, I know everything. Like I think Tim, he don't know about it, I know about it. Yeah, and anyway, thank you very much. I'm really appreciate you keep me here today. Without you, I can't do nothing. Thank you very much. Thank you. I told you I got a lot to say, but I forgot what I said. Anyway, I have that. Thank you. Thank
you. Okay, it's my turn. Yeah. So I wrote a speech and then it just didn't feel right, so I guess I'm just gonna go off with, I get my dad back today, guys, 2 years ago. I told myself I wouldn't cry. Yikes, okay. Okay, so, I forgot to start this, I'm so sorry, okay. 2 years ago, I never expected for my dad to go into sanctuary for so long. I have this all mapped out. Now that we're here today, now that he gets to go home, it's like, wow. I was 17 when all this happened, and now I'm 19, starting my life. And I can't help it. It's emotional. It's like, you're telling me, like, I get everything back. Like, you don't know how much was taken from me. And now it's like, here you go, have it all back. We were just joking. But for him to get to go home is like, it's amazing. It's like everything is finally gonna be okay, you know, like the things that he's gone through in sanctuary have been super intense, starting with me graduating and him not going. That really affected me as a person. And then my brother passing away and him not going to the funeral. It was like he already had so much taken from him, and then just more was taken. And he wouldn't expect for more to be taken, but then my brother got married, and my dad couldn't go give his son away. He couldn't tell him, "Good luck, son." He had to FaceTime him. It was these little things in life that really made this day, he gets to go home, guys, so amazing. Like, he gets to do all these things as a father. Like, everything is given back. Like, it's really amazing. And then I just need to, sanctuary, you know, not a lot of people believe in it, but if sanctuary wasn't a possibility, I would have had to say goodbye to my best friend 2 years ago. Like, he wouldn't be here now. He would have missed all of the things in life, and I would have grown up, like, these things in life he wouldn't be there for. And I think sanctuary is a very important thing that people need to understand. It gives people the right to be with their families, which they shouldn't have to get taken from their families anyway. People I want to thank all of the faces in this room. I want to thank you all. Without any of you, we wouldn't be here. And what you guys saying over there? However, we're not done with all this sanctuary movement. There's still just a couple of names: Jeanette, Ingrid, Rosa. These are all people from Denver that are in sanctuary. These are all families that have to go through the same thing that we're going through. So yeah, we won today, but there are other people in the world that we need to win for as well. So thank you, guys. One more person should have.
You know, I want to tell something, but me and Tina, we make deal together. I'm speak Arabic today. That's why Mr. Muhammad is here. He gonna translate for me.
Because her English is not well, so me, the broken one. Yeah.
No, we're gonna make something different. طبعا أول شيء بس كنت أريد أقول إنه أني أشكركم كلكم. أنتوا كنتوا إلنا عائلة، وعمري وحياتي إنه أني ما راح أنساكم.
So first of all, I want to thank all people here. You are as my family. I will not forget you for never.
وأحب طبعا أشكر كل اللي الممبرشيب اللي بالكنيسة وبالفيث كوليشن والميتينج هاوس، مارشا، بول، سو، ماري، مريان، تينا، سارة، Aaron, Justin, Daniel, everyone. ما حسسوني يوم إنه أني غريب عنهم. يعني اعتبروني إنه أني أخت وساندوني.
So I wasn't feel I'm as a strange person. I didn't get this feeling. I feel as a member of this community and very close to each other.
طبعا سنتين ما كانت هينة بالنسبة إلي كامرأة وكزوجة، إنه زوجي بعيد عني وبعيد عن البيت، ففضلت إنه أني أعيش وياه هنا، ما أروح لبيتي وأظل عايشة ويا أني وبنتي بقينا عايشين هنا بالسنتوري ويا بالكنيسة.
So 2 years is a long time for me, but it's past, and I always want to stay here to live with my husband, my daughter, and me. So it is this feeling that I have that time is very, very close to my heart too, and also for my husband.
وخلص يعني كل اللي نريد نقوله هم قالوه، وانتم تعرفون القصص كلها وتعرفون كل اللي صار بينا بهاي السنتين. بس كنت احاول انه اني اكون قوية. بيني وبين نفسي اني ضعيفة، بس احاول انه اكون قوية قدامه على الاقل، حتى ابقيه واقف على رجليه وقوي يقدر يتحمل اللي صار بيه وصار بينا. تقدر تعيدها؟
Yeah. So through this 2 years, I feel I'm weak. I cannot struggle with these, but I became in front of my husband as a strong person, just to support him to pass this crisis.
وشكرا لكم كلكم، وانتم عائلتنا إلى ما لا نهاية. شكرا للكل.
Thanks for all, and you are all family, and this is thanks for and for never, for forever we will go the same family, and thanks for all people who help us with this and get past for this case. Thanks so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. I would like to add something about another person. He be in centuries before, or he's be in the meeting house. That person is really, I like him. When I come to the meeting house, I see that person, I give me hope. I wish one day she through that. I love you, Emma. You be one day done with this. I'm sorry about her brother. We got bad news. Her brother passed away today. And I think, or yesterday. Sorry if I passed that sad news for this moment, but you have to share that with her. We are all be with you, Emma, one day. I wish you be standing here or in meeting house. You talking same what I do. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I love you guys.
I just want to close. My name is Monique Salhab. I'm a member of Veterans for Peace. Today marks 1 year since the U.S. Supreme Court decision of Hawaii versus Trump to uphold a Muslim ban. Next week, millions of Americans will celebrate in grand pomp and circumstance so-called independence on July 4th. One act relinquished and greenlit religious and ethnic discrimination directed toward millions of individuals living in the United States, while the other celebrates the lie, we are all free, and the American flag as a symbol of that lie. This administration and the ones before it have illustrated a willingness to utilize the U.S. military as the occupation force abroad and here in the United States. And under this administration, we have witnessed CBP and ICE become the Gestapo branch of this occupation force. The U.S. military, under the auspices of whichever political puppet Nguyen's office has systematically been used to occupy, control, and usurp countries, communities, and any organized force which opposes U.S. colonialism. The oath of citizenship contains an identical sentence, which is in the oath of enlistment, which I took many years ago. I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. How do we as citizens, organizers, and activists defend against this terrorist called the U.S. military? We open our hearts, we act from a place of love and compassion while resisting the mainstream narrative that wants us to believe and dehumanize the other. We must think about and see the strength that Kadhim and his family have exhibited in the face of terror. Each individual who is flowing through our borders, each individual who is undocumented, and all those unnamed are human beings. I took the oath of enlistment, and each day as I step out my door, I pledge to rip the veil of militarism away. Thank you, Kadhim. Thank you to your family, and thank you for being a hero in our community.
Thank you, Monique. So we are going to close here, but I do want to say that as Courtney had lifted up, as Monique had lifted up, this fight continues. Robert, it's good to have you here. For those of you who don't know, Robert's wife, Emma, is the one who Kadhim had mentioned, who is still in Honduras waiting to get a passport so that she can come home and be with her family. So this fight continues for all of the families that were mentioned, dozens more that were not mentioned who are in sanctuary. This fight continues for thousands of asylum seekers, tens of thousands of asylum seekers, and migrants and people facing deportation, and people who have been in our community for decades and for days. And this fight also continues for the family. Some of you may imagine that more than 2 years having to pull yourself away from your daily routine would come with costs. We are going to be doing a GoFundMe to try and help support the family in covering some of those costs that have been accrued over the last 2 years. So that will be posted on our website, on the Facebook page. We hope that the media platforms will share that as well. And then finally, there are many other families who continue to need support. So we have had one incredible success today, and there is so much more work to do. And I hope you will continue to support, just like you did 2 years ago when hundreds of you showed up to stand with us. And I hope that you will continue to support, as this Friday we have a 12-year-old girl who cannot be accompanied by her family down to immigration court because of their immigration status. So we need accompaniment for her to get down to El Paso. At the end of July, on the 25th and on the 30th, we have other community members from Albuquerque who need accompaniment to El Paso for immigration court. There's so much more to do. So I hope that you will continue to stand with us, to stand with our families, and to work for this change, because we truly need significant change. I'm up here because Reham made me talk, otherwise she said she would not. But thank you for the incredible witness and strength that you have shown. Our country has done so much harm to you, and hopefully, little by little, we as a community can start to come together and repair some of that harm. This is your country, yes. Yes, Kadhim is a fighter and will not let it down. So the other thing is help moving home. A lot of things, cleaning the church, the basement, you all are enlisted for getting involved in some of these reparative projects. If there are any questions from the media, we can take a couple of brief questions. All right. So we are done for now. Time to celebrate and to keep working. Thank you.